Being a boss comes with a lot of responsibilities and the possibility of being fired if you can't produce. So in a way, doing things like a boss is better because you can get the best of both worlds. You can get all the glory of being awesome without the downside of all those pesky responsibilities. That's what our presentation is all about. Just the good stuff. Enjoy. Hypermobility, also known as double jointedness, is when a person's joints stretch further than normal. This is rice harvesting like a boss. The earliest we can date rice cultivation to is approximately 11,000 to 12,000 BC in the Yangtze River Valley region of China. The Harlem Globetrotters have been entertaining crowds and warming hearts since 1926 and have brought their unique style of basketball to every corner of planet Earth. Do yourself a favor, next time they come to your town, buy a ticket and you'll be treated to a great time. When working those lonely shifts on the airport tarmac, you gotta do whatever you can to stay sane. But you never know who's watching and filming your antics. Behind every pair of camouflage sneakers is a guy like this, painstakingly doing his job to make sure that you can showcase your style to the neighborhood. If you're looking to stretch your paycheck, here's a tip on how to turn your free samples into something you can use every day. FYI, this also works on ketchup packets and Taco Bell hot sauce. Here's a peek behind the scenes at the symphony of precision required as a chef prepares some delicious looking Asian style seafood noodles for your banquet table. This is a great competition game for your next party. It also applies when playing The Floor is Lava. Every once in a while, one of these bread bakers falls into the oven, bakes himself into the bread, and gets in trouble for loafing around. This technique is especially useful when writing angry emails or bad restaurant reviews. In table tennis, it's usually best to keep your hand on the paddle at all times, although there are exceptions. Usually, fire and plastic don't get along too well, but in rare cases, fire and plastic come together in wondrous synergy and harmony. On the job site, there are two phrases that you would be wise to remember: safety first, and work smarter, not harder. Here's an example of both phrases coming together. If you're living life like a boss, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It just comes out, even when you're slicing up pizzas. Fly fishing has an art and style all its own, and if you talk to anyone that's into fly fishing, you'll soon find out that it's more than casting a line and hoping a fish will bite. It's an obsession that will take over your life. Hemp and flax are the most well-known plant fibers used for fabrics, rope, and other products, followed perhaps by rami, a nettle-like plant native to Eastern Asia. Although there are mechanical processes for extracting the fibers, there's something magical about seeing it done traditionally by hand. Here's a few tips for you next time you're deciding what size rebar you need for your project. For walls and columns, rebar size number 4 should be used as they require more strength, although it's better to use rebar size number 5 for footers and foundations. Drywall was invented in 1916 as an alternative to plaster, but wouldn't be in widespread use until about 25 years later, allowing for homes and buildings to be constructed in 1/10 the time. Now you can literally find it inside almost any building everywhere in the world. An image showing a field of view approximating or greater than that of the human eye is called panoramic. And with digital camera technology in use today, the panorama photograph is surprisingly common, opposed to the previous method of splicing together several photographic images. This is what it looks like when your boss tells you that you can go home early if you finish clearing that last table. Why buy a kid an expensive toy when something as simple as this can be just as entertaining? Whatever they're paying this guy, it ain't enough. If you're like me and Mexican food is your favorite, then you could probably eat all that food in one sitting. There's a lot going on in this clip. Okay, it's cool that she can do this stuff with that inflatable ball, but why are there so many inflatable balls in the room? There's at least 3 more on the shelf that we can see. And what's up with the cats? There's a lot of unanswered questions here. With precision trailering skills like this is definitely a graduate of the Debbie Dootson School of Trucking. Look it up, people. All good things must come to an end. That's all for today, my friends. I know, you want more. No need to worry, we'll be back real soon with another presentation before you know it. Now hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. See you next time.